nothing. That's his own. We see the trail. Second one as well. There's two there. Wrong play. The wrong time from nothing, leaving automatic to try and make up for it. He'll get one, but there's two players still peeking this. He's got to go back inside of the site.
They keep just running into these tight choke points one by one. They need to be very careful. 25 seconds remaining, and I'm looking solid in this round.
Pick up a kill there, and you might call it a round that's winnable. Still is, don't get me wrong, but it would have been much more likely as Phelps takes down Skadoodle. Stewie's arrived, though. He's got one on the UMP. Fallen's got Shroud back. It's all up to Stewie. They haven't got a bomb plant. It's 12 seconds. Bomb is in the site. Doesn't even matter. Fallen's just going to do it himself.
Oh, scary one for SK there. Some mistakes made individually. They had the right mentality. Just the timing's a little bit off in terms of the individual decisions. Taco knows exactly where nothing is. They're setting up the pins to him and actually close him in, but he dies by himself. Coldzera then runs through the short tunnel at that point, runs into CZ. They just need to stick together, and actually that's the idea when you're playing against these very weak buys. Using the buddy system, making sure you're refragging, going into those round the corners by yourself. It's going to be a tough time, but Fallen manages to win the 1v1. And that force buy does not work out for Cloud9. 7-2 down, and another P250 eco coming in. This is what I was talking about before. The five-man stack towards B coming in this time. Bit of a gamble, but could pay off. Bomb still down at T-spawn, so I doubt there'll be any heavy commitment coming in from the terrorists just yet.
Fallen slipping in through Monster with his teammate Taco having already peeked on sandbags. Stack inside of the site though. Taco's down. Fallen needs to be careful. Double peek out, spots the second player. And that's why he is considered one of the smartest players, because he knows calculated risk and he immediately falls back. They both go down and give up AKs. Winnable round for Cloud9.
Yeah, indeed. Well, the bomb's still down in T-spawn, but they've got full control of the A-bomb side at this point. Nothing really Cloud9 can do about it. Skadoodle's picked up an AK-47. Might just consider saving that to the next round, but Coldzera, he's continuing his rampage here with the MAC-10. It takes down automatic, and now the operation is just to try and save that picked-up rifle. Dropped by Taco, but Fur is on the hunt.
Shots in. Cold closes out. Low HP for Fur. Don't leave him hanging, Fur. SK firmly in control. Cloud9 just getting battered on the B site.
Yeah,
you mentioned it.
The B site has been really poor for them so far. Like, it doesn't seem like they're actually even trading effectively. They're actually just falling every single time. And SK Gaming know that's a position they can be bullying. And Skadoodle once again with that back on the AWP. He goes towards middle. Oh, I beg your pardon. There's actually going to be Stewie on the AWP this time. So
spawn based.
Yeah, so he's gone towards middle to try and pick up that first frag.
As the Skadoodle plays down below with the rifle. Both of them retreating to bathrooms. You wonder if they're going to switch that back. Yep, yeah, there it is.
Makes sense.
Phelps will rotate out from where Skadoodle was holding. It's interesting that they both elect to go so passive so quickly, because Skadoodle's position was actually somewhat viable considering the positions that SK have elected to approach in this round. And with a boost for Taco, wants to try and spot out what's going on with Shroud at the barrels, but he's playing forward of them at the pillar, so he won't be spotted quite so easily. First starts it off. Good response from Skadoodle back on the op. Perhaps this is why. Smoke down for Phelps. And he might just push through that smoke with flashes going out. Right now, Hold's shot comes in. Now's the chance to push it. Skadoodle can't reset in time. It's automatic. That does make up for it. And it is still a 3 versus 3, but a rotation back to B. Yeah. And this is the fact that Taco, as always, has been anchoring over toward the B side. He's not only pushed in, he's pushed through. He's going to catch them off, but Automatic's ready for it. Good awareness. And now they've got a chance with the bomb just going down as Automatic picks up a second to catch Coldzera in a 1 versus 3, the best player in the world in 2016. What? And he gets 2 immediately on the way through. Lines up, looks for the third, tags there, and Cold can't quite do it. Shroud just barely finds the kill.
One more bullet from Coldzera and he would have pulled it off as well. It looked like an impossible situation, but he makes it work. They line up for him, sprays him down as the retake comes in, and Shroud, another clutch situation that Cloud9 pick up a 1v1 to finish it off, and Coldzera unbelievably close to closing it out. And the problem is they win another round, but it comes down to another 1v1 situation, Matt, and it means they have to reinvest into this round. Didn't pick up an AWP, so that's going to be very limiting going forward, and another chance to actually get fully reset. That's the big problem here. UMP for nothing. Shroud yet to see what he's dropped. I think he's dropped a Skadoodle UMP as well, so you can see how weak they're looking right now. Lose this one, only $1,400 into the next, maybe a double eco going forward. It's just a nightmare at this point.
Smoke down immediately. Cold's going to go aggressive, and they flashed off Stewie. They want to push them back, but the smoke down, they can't quite catch them as they get toward the bathrooms. That's a line of sight. Stewie tries to fire through, does do decent damage, but gets taken out by an AK in the end. And it's Phelps that will sit back and hold on with the rest of his teammate to the position gathered at Fountain. Cloud9 to make up for the deficit. It's going to try and push out long as well with automatic on an M4 in behind the flower pot.
Yeah, automatic is going to have his work cut out for him here. This is normally known as a one-and-done position. If that's all he gets here, that's pretty much round over. That's the retake with no real grenades and the man disadvantage. The automatic lies in wait.
Skadoodle falls inside of the site. As he does that, automatic gets caught by Fallen. So a passive A-hole with only one player there. It's Skadoodle without the AWP as well.
Yeah, this is a really difficult round for them. Nothing just on that UMP, so they're going to opt towards B, it seems, as well. Shroud and Skadoodle going to be rotating in to help out. Nothing. Maybe just to call, okay, if they come here, we're ready. If they don't, we'll just save the weapons.
And this is a reset.
Yeah, it's massive. So they might as well save these weapons. That's what they're doing. As soon as this bomb goes down, they won't even attempt it.
It's a call. It's aside from when you stack a site, perhaps, with an eco situation, it's pretty rare you see teams call for a save before the bomb's even planted. But that's playing the long game.
That's what they're doing, right? So if it does somehow go and land on their lap, they've got 3 players there they can challenge it at that point, right? But this full reset, they have to save this AK. They have to save the M4. Nothing of the UMP. Might as well see what they can do here. They go towards T-spawn, but SK Gaming know they've got 3 weapons here. Go on the hunt. They've got plenty of cash available, I believe. So yeah, Phelps 6k for 5 grand as well. So going forward, they're fine for money. So they will go hunting here. Skadoodle might get taken down as Fallen comes in.
They do. Shroud peeking at the right time. Sprays down 2 at least. Leaves Cold on the stairwell with nothing, refusing to oblige. What it does do is allow Phelps back in, smoke down. They want to try and keep these guns at all costs. Skadoodle stays up for 1, gets both. So he and Fur survive the round, but more importantly, he keeps the M4.
That's fine, though. So SK Gaming sacrificed quite a lot for that, but they're going to have to force into this Cloud9 once again. It's 9-3. It's a full reset. They've saved an M4. Let's see what we can do with the CZs and UMPs, and they've got that saved M4A4 as well. This is just falling out of control now. Round number 13, and there's been a lot of these rounds, and they picked up a couple of them as well, to be fair. Let's see if they can do it this time. I would say Skadoodle with the M4 might want to chuck that over to one of the rifle styles, but he'll be on that weapon for now.
Cold. Checking off aggressive corner. Sandbags has Shroud inside of the site. They're going to go together. This has to be a trade. Shroud tries to anticipate and attack first. Taco nails it. And SK get away with pretty much everything except for a nade that comes back through from Skadoodle and nearly automatic taking down Cold. 0 at 5 HP. But it is youthful Stu with it all to do. 1 versus 1 plus over 2. So 1 versus 3. Just, you know, like to rhyme, Henry.
Yeah.
Me and Dr. Zeus would have been good friends.
Well, Stewie can't really do too much about this situation, hoping he can farm an extra $600 here if they push into his crosshair. But no, it's very unlikely he can do anything about the round. Picks up a defuse kit. That saves him $400 if he saves the weapon, but just gets his head blown off for a wall there. Goes down to 33 HP, so they know where he is. At this point, he probably just has no option but to just fall back and hope he can save the weapon. But there it is, double figures for SK Gaming. That was a force buy from Cloud9. They're only going to get a $1,900 on top of this. You can see that illustrated on the scoreboard right now. Pretty rough game for nothing, 4 for 12. And Shroud as well, not posting big figures, but Stewie does save the UMP. 3 players surviving for Escape. Their money situation's fine going forward. There's only 2 rounds remaining, and they have 7k on Phelps, and similar story for Fur as well.
There's the shot from Taco, and Shroud thought he anticipated correctly, based on the fact that nothing was already in an exchange monster tunnel. Nice nade. Little acrobatic splits.
So
Doing gymnastics.
yeah, like that.
I did.
Good.
Dude, that's about as much flexibility as I have. Anything beyond that, I just pull my groin.
Christ.
Did that twice in my life. Hockey's rough on groins. Let's just say that.
Well, UMP and some pistols here. Stewie pushing into Connect to try to find something. And you know, take down Taco. Actually lands the headshot as well. Drops that UMP back and he gets an AK-47. Still a lot of work to do here, but it's a good start. Skadoodle chimes in as well.
Does indeed. Gets Phelps down. Something to work with from Cloud9. Nothing's got Fur as well. This leaves it to just 2. Make it 1. Cold Zero's fallen. He's traded out by Nothing. It's all on to speaking of fallen. If he tries to walk forward, Nothing in the corner. Knows he's there, but can't necessarily commit because that leaves him vulnerable to Shroud. And a good win from Cloud9.
They've won a couple of those, Matt. The gun rounds haven't really been working out for them, but these eco situations, they seem to be finding success. Default pistols and PT-50s seem to be a little more effective at this point for some reason. It's the UMP, to be fair, from Stewie, I believe, that opened things up. He drops the AK back and gets himself a winnable situation. Round number 15, the last of the first half here. Like we said, SK with plenty of cash. They're going with 5 AK-47s. It's been quite a strange game. Haven't seen too much towards the A side at all. It's been heavily focused towards B, and it's going to be Stewie once again, aggressive towards middle with the AWP this time. Doesn't find anything for it though, so we saw him switch it back with Skadoodle before. Will he do the same this time? Maybe not. Skadoodle's all the way over in B. And that's been a problem that side of the map, so maybe that's why he's been rotated over there.
Smoke down front of the bathrooms. Stewie backs away. Taco looking for information inside of the B site, as he always does, but this time Cloud9 have better positioning to respond, and as such take down Taco immediately. Phelps will go back up to the front of bathrooms. His teammates have already cleared out from long, so they have map control to execute. A man down on the execution, with Stewie again being the one of the AWP. Skadoodle's rotating over. Automatic's playing green bin. Skadoodle's in the window below. If he rotates now, I expect that he would go bank, so they have a crossfire set deep in the site. But Stewie's got to hit a shot here and be efficient in doing so as he backs away. Thankfully, that smoke is down because Phelps is getting closer to entering it long. He'll check the corner. There's a slight gap in the smoke. Allows him to do so much more easily. Arm shows as the smoke dissolves Stewie. A tag not enough. He needs to put him down. He still has to combat that angle, and as such, he gets pushed out from main. Back and toward the bank. Fallen will hold station for a moment longer, and Stewie wants to get aggressive with the op. He wants to catch them off as they expect again a lag shot into Phelps. Their other fur. Phelps goes down finally, but Cold enters through, and Automatic is found inside a default denial. It's going to be Stewart trying desperately to make that op work, and he can't do it. Still a 2 versus 2. Good play from Fallen. Turns around. Shroud trades it back, but the bomb was planted in all of the chaos. And it's Cold versus Shroud once again, and it's Shroud for the second time that wins it.
Lots of clutches in this game, but there it is. Round number 5 picked up by Cloud9. Good work from Shroud in the one-on-one situation with Cold Zera. Quite a scary prospect, and they managed to deliver. Stewie, a little bit unlucky there. Hits 2 shots, both of them legs, and it is enough to win in the round, but if they had slipped away, it would have been a little bit gutted there. But still winnable at this point. It certainly is a CD-sided map, but Cloud9 at least not giving up, and a couple of eco wins there keep their heads above water for now. But SK Gaming looking pretty dominant there, especially towards that B site. It looked like Cloud9 couldn't really handle those executions or fast play.
So Shroud sitting with 9 kills with 2 big clutches. Skadoodle that leads the way on 12. A little smirk from Shroud.
He hasn't really been doing like crazy work with the AWP like he was against NIP, if you remember. Like, he was going super aggressive to start the round, finding picks pretty much every single time, finding that man advantage for Cloud9. Didn't really see that today. He was actually going back to a rifle at some points and still top frags. And that's actually not very good news, you know. If he's not hitting shots with the AWP and he's top fragging for you, that's actually
what are your rifles doing?
Yeah, where's Automatic?
That's not a knock on Skadoodle, personally. That's a knock on the rest of them, just to be clear. Yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying on that.
So that's an interesting point. Well, then we go into the second half. Cloud9 switch over. I would say the way they're playing right now, this is a must-win pistol. They got a little bit lucky with those full eco victories. Obviously very good to pull that in, but on paper that shouldn't be working out. And a few mistakes made by SK in those scenarios. We'll get into the pistol here. 2 smokes and 4 flashbangs, and we'll see where that ends up towards B or an A execution.
And that was a camera shot worth noting. Valens, who they brought in to be the coach, played with TSM for some time, if I'm not mistaken, and then a few other teams in North America, mostly last year while I was in Europe, but he's got some experience, so finally they have someone to try and bring in the reins. Exactly. Yeah. It's been one of their big issues. Good opening pick from Fur. We'll start SK off in the right direction on the second pistol. It's Stewart that goes down. Bomb dropped over to Skadoodle to buy space so that Automatic doesn't give it up too far down the lane because he wants to clear out the bathrooms, and Skadoodle will follow in behind. Try and get trades should it come to that situation, but Fur's fallen back inside of the site, and Fallen is there with him.
5 and 4. They still have a smoke remaining and flashbangs. We'll see whether this works out for them at all, but Fur's been baited in by Fallen. But it looks like they might be rotating back towards B. Still a minute to work with here. That smoke can be used towards heaven if they want to go that way. They don't really seem like they can decide right now. Looks like the A commitment will come in, and Fur in a great position if he does get baited by Fallen to maybe mow them down as they walk in.
Fallen waiting. Smokes land. One of 2 nades thrown. Flashes follow up a second. Automatic goes down. Lovely play from Fallen. Fallen again hits nothing, and he goes out and finds another in the round. He's very efficient on the A side, op or not. He knows when to peek.
That was just textbook CS at that point. Fallen taking a lot of faces and peaks at that point, taking all the aggro away from Fur. He's tucked in the corner. He only gets one shot, but Fallen lights him up there with the silenced USP. Very good work. We said that was a must-win round for Cloud9, so they're going to be force buying for the second one. No bomb planted, so here's the initial kill from Fur, I believe. Yes, it was. And then Fallen. Great work with this USP to finish things off there. So Tech9's P250s, one smoke and a flashbang. That's the force buy coming into round number 17. I'm not sure it's going to be enough here. Don't have the Deagles. Oh, they do have one Deagle, to be fair. It's going to be in the hands of Stewie. That's going to be the weapon that's going to have the most chance of actually opening anything up.
Stewie with the Deagle will slide forward in toward the bathrooms where Fur has made his way inside of the corner. Fallen's going to drop back. Careful not to get caught. Discipline taps from Automatic. Doesn't quite do much damage. It's 67 still for Fallen. That'll do more. Fallen's going to get out of this position. He's sticking around far too long. And Automatic now knows he's in the corner. Fallen, though, does repeat, and it's an M4 finally ready to do battle.
Indeed. Well, 5 and 4 now. These pistols become a bit of a nightmare in this scenario. Still have that one smoke and a flashbang here, but nothing really gained in the map whatsoever. Smoked out of the bathrooms area. Get a little bit closer to the side. You can see it's going to be Stewie down to 20 HP.
Nice shot from Fur. I'm not really even sure that was intended for him.
Yeah.
But it works no less. Shroud does pick up 2 again. He's finding kills in their P250 kills at that, which buys him a bit of money for the next round. Nothing will pick up the bomb. Tech9 in hand, 40 seconds. He can get a plant. It'd be lovely for his team. Good shot. First tag, second hit. Fallen goes down. He was already low on HP.
Yeah.
And this opens up a chance to rotate back and do exactly what we just mentioned. Get a bomb plant down. He's got armor, 53 HP, UMP, but Cold's reading the fact that he's going to go over here. We'll hear the nade thrown as well. And nothing from Monster actually changes what I was about to suggest. If Cold plays this position on ramp, when he walks in, he's found immediately, but nothing now going in from Monster. Might be ready for the angle that Cold holds. Cold as well with timing knows that it's likely. He does go that direction. It's a matter of who holds the angle first and gets the gun in line. It's Cold that does so.
Quite a clever idea there from Nothing. Tries to do what he can and throws the smoke towards heaven, waits a long time before he actually comes in, maybe trying to sell some sort of fake, and actually suggests he's not coming in that position, walks in from Monster. Doesn't really work out. Here's the shot from was it Shroud at this point? Yeah, he gets a double kill with the P250. And Fallen actually makes that a situation a little bit more dangerous than it had to be. Facing in the 3v1, took it down to a situation where Nothing could have actually picked it up, but now we go into round number 18. It's 12-5. After forcing that second round, they have to go for the Fleeco at this point. P250s and Glocks, one flashbang. Not really much they can do here. Chance of these remaining SMGs for SK Gaming to actually farm a bit of extra cash. MP9s and UMPs, and Cold Zero kicks it off.
2 quick kills on an MP9, and then one on a pistol. What's that phrase you always use?
I don't know. Which one are you referring to?
Something about money.
Oh, I see what you mean. We should be using that more. We're in,
money, baby.
We're in Vegas.
It is Las Vegas.
Why have we not done that once?
We have, actually, yesterday. We made the same
we?
joke. Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, well, you know. This city does strange things to my brain.
Yeah, this city, yes.
Well, then, this is another bonus round. Quite a heavy one as well. SK Gaming going into the first gun round here with 2 MP9s and a UMP. If they win this, pretty much GG. They'll have so much money available, and Cloud9 will be in a horrible situation. Skadoodle does have the AWP, and AKs around him, but no Molotovs to work with. Skadoodle with no utility whatsoever. And quite a defensive hole from the T side here for running around with his MP9 top middle. That's kind of nuts, but survives for now.
Automatic spraying inside of a flashbang, or you just say inside of smoke, but well flashed to see if anyone pushes through. That's not exactly how to throw that flash. Cold, there's indeed textures beyond those initial plants that you see, so the flash bounces back. Stewie tries to go aggressive. It's Phelps inside the bathroom with one caught out by Automatics, so that won't amount to much. It is a decent trade.
Yeah, that works. So they've got the 4 and 4, famously favours the T's, especially in this scenario as well with the SMGs left over.
Fur at long. Fallen supporting. So SMG up close with Fallen on the M4, but 2 split over toward B. There's no indication yet. Automatic is front bathrooms, has a chance to try and line up toward Fallen, but nothing, more importantly, is slipping in from Monster. And it's Taco that's on the other side, inside a pit. He's trying to play the Mount Zipex style to get vision over top. SK Spray on the left, Nothing doesn't care. He goes over top, sprays through with bullets rather than graffiti, and he'll find 2 kills. Cold Zero the second of which, and an additional nade deployed to try and catch off rotations. Fur waits patiently as well. Will pick up Automatic. Fallen has a kill to make this 2 versus 2 and an upgraded weapon for Fur. Fallen will go to the window. Smoke's sure to be gone soon. That nade is significant from Fur as he walks out from Squeaky. He'll tag Nothing down to 34. It did more damage to Skadoodle up close, put him on 69, but nothing was already low enough that it's still a matter, and Skadoodle's found nothing has to be very smart. Inside of the water position, Fur getting out toward Monster. He'll clear and confirm that there's no one in that position. There's a kit on Fallen, so they can take the time to do this. And Nothing's trying to play the gap to see if he walks in from sandbags. Realizes now he's not likely to, but timing everything, looked away at exactly the moment Fallen enters from his left.
There it is. They'll just about get this defuse. Quite a long retake there. Fur took a very long time to actually ascertain what was going on. He's walking all the way towards Monster Tunnel. Luckily, it's nothing caught out in the open there. They didn't have to work too hard with the frag, but there it is. SK Gaming with a massive victory in terms of the round and the buy they had. 3 SMGs in total. Good shots coming in from nothing here, and it would have been a fantastic round overall if he could have finished that one off, but not meant to be. And it's going to be a double up setup this time.
You know, talking about a calculated retake when Fallen has the kit, and we talked about it being slow, double up. Maybe I'll wait to see if this early peak's going to amount to anything before I delve into a theory. Cold goes aggressive, surf down, op in position. Player already crossed though, so Nothing's trying to anchor this out. And Cold needs to be careful behind him because Shroud's inside of the stairwell. Taco comes out, now he can cover off the door while Cold holds this angle. And Skadoodle as well at Fountain. I'll wait for the next round to come back to my thought because this is going to unfold any second as Skadoodle just waits at Fountain timing. Just barely gets away. Taco goes down. That was the man holding for Cold. Door shut. That's his chance to get away.
Oh, executed. It's going to be Skadoodle, and the bomb goes down as well. Bit of a nightmare scenario, and I'm not really sure as to how they lost that much of the map. Going to the 4-4, and it's up to Stewie once again towards Long. Was great in his position yesterday, and he gives Fallen a similar treatment as Skadoodle just received.
So that's a direct result of the fact that Fur was able to push up. We saw that. Skadoodle looked away at Long. He slips in and gets the execution kill, but then therefore Fallen assumes Long is clear, and it was through Bathroom's connection that he was taken down by Stewart's play. That leaves it now to Fur and Cold remaining, one of which does have an AWP, but they're over on the A site. And Fur has just been found still lurking out toward the park. Cold 1 versus 4 AWP. I don't think there's much written on this one. 2350 in the bank, so he's going to try and save this. Point I was going to make is, I don't know if you're familiar, StarCraft, I know that's a lot more intricate with its timings than a 45-second bomb timer that can be quite easily kept track of, but they used to run those watches on their hands where they would instantly set to a timer, and that's how they kept track of when they knew they had a reset or a cooldown on some of their micro.
Okay.
You could do the same for bombs in CS. You don't have to. It's not as intricate. I'm just saying, I'm surprised someone hasn't tried that to make it work. As soon as the bomb's planted, boom, 45, and then you can just time everything perfectly in your retake.
Well, the thing is with that, you'd have to keep looking at your watch instead of the screen. So
I get it, Henry. I didn't say it was the best theory. I just said I'm surprised someone hasn't tried it.
That's an interesting theory. I'm surprised. I'm not surprised, I'll say. But there, I mean, 1v1, you're trying to keep track of a bomb looking at your watch. It's not going to be great, is it?
You just get a watch with a big display on.
Before Valve kind of made an update, there was a way you could like have lights in your bedroom and stuff. You could set it to that.
Oh right, you
could
could
have
do
lights
the
in your bedroom
from the major. Yeah,
They changed it so it's random, so you can't actually do that anymore. But it's like you could have your lights in your bedroom go towards red to orange, depending on what the time left. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, someone has tried it, but not with a watch.
Well, Fallen gets on top of the flower pot. He'll look out toward Long. Automatic trying to find a gap in a smoke that doesn't exist, but still continues to search for. Boost as well for the player at Long. I can't see if it's Stewie on top or if it's Skadoodle on top, but either way at Park, they're trying to watch out toward Long to see if there's anyone pushing through from SK. Similar to the last round, that spray through hits Taco. He's on 67. So 1 bullet in the butt. Fallen, it does find Stewie though, as they give up on the Park boost and go out toward Long. He could fall back. We haven't seen any brilliance per se, aside from the pistol round from him, because they haven't really been pushing into his position. Now they will, and he gets caught in the open. It's automatic that gets the frag, but watch Fur. He's so sneaky in this bathroom position. Skadoodle runs back. Fur great, but Skadoodle hits the kill. That was an opportunity missed, because it opens up a rotation back toward B, and Taco's the only one inside of the site directly. Molotov toward the barrels. Shroud will start to enter. It's actually going to land ramp. No, it doesn't. It goes inside of the water, so Taco's got room to wiggle, and it works it perfectly. Flash comes through. Bomb gets dropped. 39 seconds, but they have to recover said bomb in a very open position with Taco still working down below. Good shot from Shroud. Bomb's flung forward. Worst situation now. Taco's very low on ammunition. He's got to go to the pistol, but Phelps is still in the play as well, and they'll converge. They'll push. Nothing. Has to get a reload in on the AK. He's played it well with the sound cues, but can't find both of them. Eventually will find one, but Phelps immediately in behind. We'll put it on map point.
Yeah, indeed. lead, nothing. Desperately trying to hold on to that situation, but after winning the previous round and then losing that one, that's a pretty harsh reset, and now 9 match points in a row. So they do get the AK-47s out here. I think it's just one player who's going to be lower than the others. That's Skadoodle, he's got 3,300. Stewie as well, he's just down to a Tech 9. So a rough round here, and like we said, 9 in a row for Cloud9. As we go into round number 22 here. Still, if Cloud9 can pick up this round, it's certainly going to be Nico for SK in return as well. So not over just yet. There is still some hope, and it's a very fast play towards connector. Phelps waiting on the other side. 4 HP though for Stewie Burns. So Crisp there just about stays alive.
Just about 4 HP. Doesn't quite work for him. Nothing inside of the short pipe. We'll watch the door open from his teammate, but doesn't quite come out fast enough to spot a jumping player on the other side. That's called Zero as well. And SK, despite being limited on their weaponry, are in a position to wrap this up now. That early damage might help. Taco's playing behind barrels this time. Nothing. Doesn't have an angle to spot it, and they're so low coming in from Monster. They know he's there, he's shot. He's got information there inside the site as well. Goes aggressive, finds one, flash through. Follow up, and Taco's got 3. No, Cold finds one, but it's an assist no less. And it's on nothing in the site, down to Cold. It's one to find. Shroud, 19 HP. And it'll be a rematch with NIP for Cloud9 because SK are into the playoffs. Day off tomorrow. Enjoy Vegas while you can, and then MGM Arena for them.
Yeah, a rough CT half for Cloud9. Pretty rough game overall. Couldn't really get going in the same sort of fashion they did against NIP. Skadoodle, like we said, wasn't really rolling with the AWP at all. He actually had the rifle, more kills with that, and he was top fragging with 12 at the end of the first half. So that was a little bit strange. You need those star players to arrive. You need the likes of Stewie, Automata. They need to be top of the scoreboard here if you have the chance to take down giants like SK Gaming. They never really had to break a sweat there. There were a couple of interesting rounds, some full eco victories, but ultimately they only the real rounds they won. Didn't really get rolling at all. Every round they won was fully reset straight away.
Absolutely, it was, and they've actually won a few rounds in that 16-6 with ecos.
Yeah.
So it goes to show you how one-sided it really was. They were winning rounds they shouldn't have, and couldn't get anything rolling in the ones that they had the chance.
Yeah, SK were a little bit sloppy in those anti-eco situations. They were going to kind of give too much away or overcommit in a solo situation instead of waiting for the pincer coming from teammates, which was getting set up. So still a very strong game from SK Gaming with a few mistakes. But yes, that's an interesting game going forward now. NIP versus Cloud9 in the best of 3 now. So obviously Cloud9 beat them yesterday.
Put this into perspective as well. Cloud9 did beat them. Cloud9 should have beat them much easier than they did. It was very sloppy Counter-Strike between the 2 teams that didn't make the major, 2 teams that won big events last year and didn't qualify for the majors. So one of them is also not going to make it through to the playoffs in this event. And